Okay, I was getting ready to start loading these panels up on the roof over here, and at least up on the deck over there, and meanwhile I put one up because it started raining, and just the light out here in the rain is enough to run this little fan. You can hear it, it's blowing air. Came out of a copying machine, and that copying machine I took apart and found a component that was a little fan that had 24 volts and so many amps, and figured, well, if it burns it up, who cares? Panel has enough power to run that little fan just fine, even in this ambient light. So that's really really cool. It's a lot of fun, these solar panels and what they can do with very little light. So I've got about 16 panels to load up on that roof and get ready for the mounting hardware and the inverter. Electrician's on his way to start working on the electrical aspects of the grid tie, and quite a ways off, but might as well make a little progress each day. And then I've got the 16 other panels in here. Sort of hard to see because I don't have very many lights on in here, but there's 16 of these babies, and ready to power up with solar. Such a thrill. You'll never know it till you have one in your hands and start playing with it. I started playing with some of these throwaway little solar cells that you get in the yard for yard lights, because most of them had died, so I took them apart, and I think the components are pretty cheap and they get a little rusted or corroded, so that's why they quit working. But the solar cells work great. They all produce a ½ volt of electricity and a certain amount of amps, so if you put them in series, you add up the voltage, and over here I can run that little fan with this light bulb just in my little shop here, or charge a battery with a light bulb, believe it or not. So it's just really amazing. I don't know why more people don't get involved in at least some experimentation and just to understand the principles, because if we ever have an EMF, we all may be scrambling to find a solar panel so we can have some power to use some electrical equipment that we otherwise couldn't use it if the grid goes down. So anyhow, learn it, live it, enjoy it, every bit of it. This is Gary W. Breisch, closing out.